And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 2023 DV8 Nightmare Doubles. Mike Flanagan here with you for the Baker match play portion of the event. We had 20 teams this morning in the semifinals. We are now down to the top 8. Each team will bowl every other team in the field in a Baker one-game match with 30 bonus pins awarded. I will take you around the horn here in just a moment. All right, top left, we have Thompson and Troop, who sit at 63.91, taking on Holloman and Lavery Spar. Sean Lavery Spar. 63.48 is their number. Top right, we have Corbin and Dino, who sit at 62.78. They are taking on Chafin and Ruiz, who sit at 62.76. Bottom left, we have Zach Wilkins and Eric Jones taking on Robarge and Barnes. Ryan Barnes. Robarge and Barnes are at 62.07. Wilkins and Jones are at 62.06. Bottom right, we have the team of A.J. Rice and Cameron Crow, who sit at 61.81 in 8th, taking on Cruz and Rogers. 61.97 is their number. So those are our matchups right there. I do have this view for you. I have multiple views here for you, and I will be bouncing around with them quite a bit. We will go to picture-in-picture. I do want to display the oil pattern here for everybody because I know it's a big deal. It's pretty much a modified house pattern. And here is the graph that I do have available to me. I'm going to pop it up just for a moment. The thing you want to know is it's 43 feet in length. It's 20-to-1 ratio. And 26.29 milliliters of oil here. Really high scoring. This squad will take about a little over 3 hours to bowl the 8 games. There are the standings for you. Thompson and Troop, Lavery and Holloman, Corbin and Dino, Chafin, Ruiz, Robarge, Barnes, Wilkins, Jones, Cruz, Rogers, Rice, and Crow. You will hear Cam and AJ get pretty pumped up here. There's a lot of money at stake. Rice and Crow at 61.81 in 8th. Your leaders are Thompson and Troop at 63.91, so that's a difference of 210 pins. When you get 30 bonus pins awarded, it can make all the difference in the world in making a run and a charge. We'll go to our double-wide double stack. Take a look at the scores. See Robarge and Barnes can max at 290. Wilkins and Eric Jones right now have the front 4 versus them. You have a 290 to 279 maximum score here on the bottom right between Cruz, Rogers, and Rice and Crow. Top right, Dino and Corbin can bowl 280. Chafin and Ruiz can still bowl 260 269. Is that right? Am I reading that right? 259, excuse me. That 5-2 threw me for a loop. Normally when there's one miss in a game, it's the 260s. Troop's been perfect here on the right lane. Thompson looking to get their first double here over on the left lane. Again, Baker format, it's every other frame. Cam Crow sending some pins around there into the 10. Jared on it there for he and Kyle. See, the action's going to be quick, fast, and furious. Shots everywhere. That's why I've got us built into these multiple camera angles so you don't miss any of the action. Want to welcome in all of our viewers. We've had tremendous viewership here this weekend. Want to say hello to the Big Easy, Tiger Biker, Christina, Tom Hess. How's it going? Kristen. Had 3 squads for you yesterday. First time they've had 3 squads. Quis Chisholm and his team have done a tremendous job with this event. This is the 4th year we streamed it. It's the 4th annual. Nightmare Doubles will be back here at Bolero Bartlett again next season when this event comes up again, the 2024 edition. Also want to thank our title sponsor, DV8, DV8 Bowling. Head over to dv8bowling.com and take a look at all the products that they offer. Thanks to those guys. Also want to thank Brooks Agency, Brad Brooks. Also the Bowl 101 Pro Shops, 5 locations down in Arkansas. Brian Kennedy and Shauna, thank you so much for all you do for this event and all you do for bowling in your pro shops. Also want to thank Aaron Martin and his team at the Just Be team. If you're in Nashville and you're looking to move real estate or pick up real estate, give those guys a call. And of course, another shout out to Quis for all the tournaments that he runs, his events. As you can see, this house pattern, fairly simple, fairly easy. It's easy to get to the 1-3 pocket for a right-hander, the 1-2 pocket for a left-hander. Scores definitely came early in the blocks. They do see transition, but we'll see the least amount that any of these bowlers have seen throughout this Baker here because it's the least amount of games they have to bowl, least amount of traffic. Oil will not move around as much. AJ Rice, they're looking at 290. We got a possible 290 to 279 on the bottom right of your screen. Bottom left, we got a 290 versus 300. The bottom's a little heavier than the top. Or actually, the top's heavier than the bottom, I should say. That's how that works. Robars and Barnes yesterday bowled all 3 qualifying squads, and all 3 of their numbers that they posted would have made it into the top 20. But kudos to them because their highest score was their last score of the day on the C squad. So they're already 24 games in, plus another 5 this morning. They're 29 games here. This is game 30 for them. Tighten this shot up just a little bit here. Beautiful shot by Sean. Remember, 30 bonus pins, big deal. It's a tight match on the top left here. Those were your leaders coming in, these two teams, top left. Third and fourth, top right. Fifth and sixth, bottom left. Seventh and eighth, bottom right. A.J. Rice, big shot there in the 10th frame for he and Cameron Crowe. Fifth through eighth, bowling big, big games. Should say fourth as well. Corbin and Dino, actually they were in third. Can bowl 280 up here. They were at 62.78, 63.91 leading. And as you can see, they're going to make up a lot of ground here. This thing's going to get really tight quick. That spare there for A.J. Rice solidifies at least 15 bonus pins. 279 to score. We can see a possibility of a tie down here. Must strike out. Billy Rogers must strike out. Crosses over. So you're going to get 30 bonus pins for Cam and AJ there. The 279 for Wilkins and Jones locks out Spencer and Ryan. 269 is the best they can do, so they're going to get those bonus pins. Corbin and Dino going to take the win here, 183. Not what Chafin and Ruiz were looking for at all here in this first game. Got a max score of 192 for Thompson and Troop. And it looks like Lavery Spar and Michael Holloman are going to get the win here. They were 43 behind Thompson and Troop. Spencer finishes it out, 269 for a loss. 279, 269, and just like that, abracadabra. Put the magic wand over the hat, pull a rabbit out, because a few teams just did. Game number one almost in the books here already. We do the best we can here with just having one channel to be able to give you all of the competition. I know it can get a little small when we build out all these boxes, but I just want to make sure you get to watch your favorite bowler be able to deliver the ball down the lane and see how they're doing. So it's not what's happened before, it's what you do moving forward, right? So a guy like Troop, top 5 player in the world, he's drawing the line here in the 9th frame, and he's just going to go up here and he's going to try to make 3 good ones and take it to the next pair and talk to his partner, Jared Thompson, and say, all right, bud, we got 7 games to go. Let's get on it. And he's working on execution right now. You see where he's playing on the lanes. Playing the inside angle. They did strip and re-oil. A little bit of a further zone left there. Looked really good for Kyle. And if you look at Kyle that game, he bowled every other frame. He struck in the 2nd, he struck in the 4th, opened in the 6th, struck in the 8th, and he's going to strike out in the 10th, it looks like. But Jared couldn't strike much. A lot of 9 counts. They both had an open frame, and they're going to be in the 190s because of it. with no bonus pins. Not how you want to start, but Kyle did what he needed to do there for his team. One open and the rest were strikes. 192. So the players move. I get rid of the game 1 graphic. Switch it over to game number 2, and here we go. Like I said, action is going to be very fast and furious. And just like that, because the tournament staff is so good here, here are our updated standings after game number 1. Thompson and Troop, your leaders, at 66-37. At 65-87 is Corbin and Dino. So 50 pins separates first and second. Lavery and Holloman are at 65-40. Wilkins and Jones at 65-15. Rice and Crow, after that 279 game and the bonus pins, they are now at 64-90. At 64-76 is Robarge and Barnes. Tough loss, Bolin 269 there. Chafin and Ruiz drop all the way down to 7th at 64-59. And Cruz and Rogers, 257 in the loss. 64-54. They are now in 8th. Oh, looks like something's not right with that. What did I miss? Is that right now? Chat, let me know if that looks right to you. Lavery, Holloman leading. Corbin and Dino, Thompson, Troop, Wilkins, Jones, Rice, Crow, Robarge, Barnes, Chafin, Ruiz, Cruz, Rogers. Does that look better? Perfect. Clerical error on your part. It's fixed now, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like, I put it in and I looked at it. I said, "Oh, I put them in."
Corky's just came over and apologized to you all and me for. Hey, I'm used to the scores being so quick around here that I just call them out right when they're updated. And I'm not doing the math up here anymore. I'm not doing that. I'm counting on these scores. All right, everybody, let's go to our double stack, double wide. All right, looks like we got Dino and Corbin. Action underway, of course. Taking on Barnes and Robarge. We've got Holloman and Lavery Spar taking on Cam Crow and AJ Rice. Cruz and Rogers on 27 and 28 taking on Thompson and Troop. Wilkins and Jones taking on Corbin and Dino this game, right? Jones and Wilkins have to take on Chafin and Ruiz. That's my bad. I was just updating my my schedule here also. I had an older schedule here. So all even Steven, top left of the screen, you got 4 strikes, 4 strikes. We got 280 to 290 possibility, top right. And, you know, this 29 and 30 has been a tricky pair. It's been a really, really tricky pair for the right-handers, especially. And there's our first strike on that pair. Yeah, I'm not going to go in messing with changing their names in the system here. I know that. Oh, looks like Kimberly let Quis know about it. They're going to fix that. Front five here. I'll tell you what, if you're Robars and Barnes, you got to be just sick of these strikes coming at you. I mean, they bowled 269 the last game and lost to 279. And now they come out and they throw 5 in a row at you this game. And Corbin and Dino are like, nope, we're good. We got you here. Strike for strike. Again, just because it was a little confusing on the standings there, we had 2 different amounts of standings. This is correct. Lavery, Holloman, your leaders. Corbin and Dino second. Thompson and Troop. Wilkins and Jones, Rice and Crow, Robars and Barnes. Chafin and Ruiz, Cruz and Rogers. Cam sending some pins around, walking it right out in front of Ryan there. I like how Ryan's up to bowl quickly, though. If somebody like Cam's bowling to my right, typically, though, I'm not going to get on the approach until Cam has completed his shot and is walking back. Just because Cam has been, you know, he's a big guy, and he likes to hoop it up a little bit, get excited. And A.J. Rice feeds off that energy. But, I mean, just look at these scores at the top of the screen, everybody. We've got 1 miss, 1 miss, 1 miss, no misses. That's how good these players are. I realize the shot's easy. But they've all said carry has been an issue. And these guys have got the right balls in their hands. Spencer's sending messengers over at the 7. Can't get it out. So we got a possibility of a 279 tie. 290, 280 left. Got another 280 available down here on the bottom left. And I'll tell you what, Jared Thompson and Kyle Troop right now, they bowled 192 the first game. They got 95 in the 5th here. And they're up against a big game already halfway through. They can still max at 245. Jones and Wilkins having a little issue here. They bowled 279 the first game. And they only have one strike through 5 frames and now an open frame. But they are right in that match down there, as it's just a 1-pin match. As they take on Chafin and Ruiz. Nice shot by Kyle. Kyle's really shaping it nicely here. I want to welcome in all of our viewers. If you have not subscribed to our channel here at Inside Bowling, we certainly would appreciate if you would. And like this video. Let everybody know that you're watching some bowling here today. Some great bowling. Dino. Yabba dabba doo. So Crow and Rice, top right of your screen, can bowl 259. They're staring at 290. Michael Hallman has bowled 300 in this event. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 300s. Chris Corbin's had one as well. Zach Wilkins, Kyle Troop. Wow, the players that are left. Aaron Ruiz has had one. Michael Holloman. Ryan Barnes misses the spare. They can still bowl 257. How about bowling 269, 257, and going to go down 0-2. No bonus. There's a little trend here with these teams too. Robarge and Barnes got a left-hander and a right-hander. Lavery Spar and Michael Hallman, of course, left-handed, right-handed. Troop and Thompson, Wilkins and Jones, left-handed, right-handed. You've got Crow and Rice, who are both left-handed. Spencer, nice shot there. Kyle doing what he can, the 10th frame each game, striking out. 224 the max. It's going to be a win for Ruiz and Rogers. Excuse me, Cruz and Rogers, my bad. This is still a good match here on 29 and 30, though. Corbin and Dino, to continue my thought, also right-handed and left-handed. However, Rogers and Cruz both right-handed. So we've got even distribution here. 16 bowlers, 8 are left-handed, 8 are right-handed. We got one all-righty team and one all-lefty team. Corbin and Dino open up with 279. They're looking to back it up with 279. They will have 2 wins. It was 269 for Lavery and Holloman. AJ Rice and Cam Crow, the best they can do is 259 here. Saw 223 from Thompson and Troop. They are going to lose this game. Cruz and Rogers are going to pick up the 30 bonus. They can still max at 280, which is just a monster game right now. Boom. And it looks like here with just 204 left for Chafin and Ruiz, Eric Jones and Zach Wilkins are going to pick up 30 bonus pins here. They can still max at 236. This is a big shot here for Eric Jones. Beautiful shot. And you can really see when one pair has lower scoring how it gets done much later than the others. We will go there now. Zach Wilkins from Canada now lives here stateside. He used to have to bowl, take time off, come back, warm up again, get ready to go, and then go out and bowl again. Now he bowls full time. Bowls a lot of amateur events. And of course he participates in the Professional Bowlers National Tour. He's had some success out there. Bowls regionals, bowls just about anything he possibly can. Zach's a good player. Although AJ Rice might be a little mad at him, because AJ Rice is the guy that wears the hat backwards in match play events, not Zach Wilkins. Maybe he's trying to get some AJ Rice carry here. He's also wearing a shirt that's of the red variety, just like AJ is today. Chafin and Ruiz, game number 1, bowled 183. They are running out of gas here. The best they can do is 184 this game. With the scoring pace we have from most of the teams, that is not good enough.
I'm like, damn, I told the lady 5 times.
And that's going to do it. 172 the score. Get ready to head into game number 3. Just like that, scores are in. And I'm assuming these are correct. Corbin and Dino go to the lead. They are now at 68.95. Lavery and Holloman sit at 68.93, just 2 pins behind. Boy, that is close. Thompson and Troop are third at 68.06. Is that? They still hanging on to third? Guess they are. Wilkins and Jones right there, though, at 67.80. Cruz and Rogers at 67.64. Rice and Crow in 6th at 67.39. Robars and Barnes at 67.33. Man, they bowl 260, 250, and they go backwards. And at 66.31 now is Chafin and Ruiz. All right, I'll take you around the horn. Looks like we have Chafin and Ruiz on 23 and 24 for game number 3, taking on Cam Crow and AJ Rice. Over on 25 and 26, we've got Cruz and Rogers taking on Wilkins and Jones. 27 and 28, bottom left of your screen. We've got Lavery and Holloman taking on Corbin and Dino. And then on the bottom right of your screen, lanes 29 and 30, Thompson and Troop taking on Robarge and Barnes. How you doing, Patrick? So right now our leaders, Corbin and Dino at 68.95, 2-pin lead over Lavery and Holloman, and they are bowling each other right here, this game. Pretty good chance whoever wins this game will be the leaders. So this is what may be an early position around game for those guys. Oh, Zach. He tried to roll one across there. Zach's always got such a great attitude. I love Zach. Let's see if Chafin and Ruiz can get off this little bad run they're on of 183, 172, and maybe pop a big one here. It's only been 3 games under 200 here through 2 games of Baker match play. Thompson and Troop find themselves about 89 pins out, to be exact, 89 pins back after bowling 192, 223, and going 0-2. And that's the pair where Kyle just could not carry earlier today. Stone and 8-pin. He came over and talked to me in between the break. I say, how'd you like that game we bowled on 29 and 30? Chaffin. Okay. Thank you. Old Spencer and Ryan down there just striking away, 0-2. They're at 67-33. They could jump to 4th with a big game and 30 pins. Ryan has bowled phenomenal. So has Spencer this event. Surprised our hands haven't fallen off yet, but that's okay. It's good to be young. Uh-oh. Daniel Dino, 7 tens. Somebody asked me last night in the chat during C Squad when we were looking over the standings, what's a team that I could see make a charge and get in and win this whole thing? And Chris Barnes was in the chat at the time and said, Flanny never takes the chalk. I always try to find some dark horse to try to get in there. And I picked Rice and Crow last night. And they are the only lefty team in here, just both lefties. And there's just something about those guys. They very well could bowl like back-to-back 300 games, a couple of 280s, something like that. And that is really the team I am watching here in games 3 through 6 that could possibly get up into the hunt here for the win. All teams capable, of course. Robarge and Barnes, if they keep doing what they're doing, They're going to win matches. They could also get up there as well. A lot of talent here. These are the best teams for a reason that are left here this weekend. Eric Jones, awesome bowler. Zach Wilkins. I mean, the list goes on and on. And if you are just joining us for the finals, welcome. Also want to let you know that the last 2 years we had the same team win. They're going for the three-peat, and they're still in the field. They're bowling in this what I call position round game on the bottom left of your screen, and that's Sean Lavery Spar and Michael Holloman. They've won the last 2 years here. Looking to three-peat here today. Oh, look at that messenger from Cam. All right, Ryan. Sending those messengers. Dimitri Cruz. Oh, come on, AJ. You got to throw it better than that, bud. He almost struck. Fortunate not to leave the 2, 4, and the 7. Something came out and took out the 2 and the 4. True. I was wondering if that was going to get back. Dino back on the strike on the left lane after the 7-10 on his last shot. Halfway through the matches here. They're pretty close. Chaffin with the strike. Those guys have made some finals. They are awesome bowlers. Chaffin and Ruiz. Their start here is not normal for them. Normally those guys are bowling 270 like every game at this point. Spencer a little straighter angle there on this lane. Than how he was playing him towards the end of the last set. They did strip and re-oil, so that makes sense. Sorry about that, everybody. My software crashed again. I'm going to be making a phone call this week to my friends at Wirecast at Telestream. I have a relationship there, and I'm just not sure why this thing's crashed 6 times this weekend. But I think we're back and recovered. I mean, I do have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 4. I do have 14 modules on one screen right now in this custom build, so maybe that's why. I'm also, when I bring the standings up, I'm doing a screen capture, so maybe that's why I've been having some issues here. I also updated my iOS on my Mac. I should have maybe waited a week or two on that. But it looks like we're back. I actually do love Wirecast, Patrick. It's been very good to me. I feel comfortable when I'm using Wirecast, but for whatever reason, just completely kaputted here a minute ago. All right, Zach. And Ruiz with the miss there. Cam and AJ cruising right now. They can bowl 279. Looks like they're going to pick up the win here. .259 still the max for Cruz and Rogers. 269 for Jones and Wilkins. Ryan with a strike in the 10th. He can bowl 247, he and Spencer. And that doesn't look like it's probably going to be enough. 269 left for Thompson and Troop. And your other match down here, bottom left, the featured match. Holloman and Lavery. Now with 269 left. Only 224 for Corbin and Dino. That 710 really hurt earlier in the game for Daniel Dino. All right, are we back? All right, I think we may have just come back. If you can hear me in the chat, let me know. Jones and Wilkins get the win, 245 to 235. Cam and AJ bowled 279, got the win to 216. Dino and Corbin, the best they can do is 213. Lavery and Holloman finished with 248, and they're going to go to the lead. Spencer and Ryan bowled 247, but Troop and Thompson bowled 269, so that should have you up to date. We had a massive power surge in here. It sounded like something popped, and it just completely wrecked everything I had going on here. I know I was talking about Wirecast crashing 6 times on me during this event, but I do love Wirecast and the fact that I can get you back up and running with all my modules built exactly the same within just a few minutes. So we're good. No big deal. All right. I do have to reconfigure my screen capture here real quick, though. It shouldn't take me too long. There we go. Game number 4. Here we go. Here are the standings now. Do a little crop here real quick. Let's try that. Lavery and Holloman, 71-71. It's amazing that they win this thing 2 years in a row, and they're at the top of the leaderboard with 5 to play. It's awesome. Corbin and Dino, Thompson and Troop now tied for second. They are 66 pins back. Rice and Crow jumped to fourth after 279, 249, 279. They are at 70-48. Cruz and Rogers in fifth at 70-39. Wilkins and Jones in sixth at 70-15. Seventh is Robars and Barnes at 69-80, which is just incredible to me that those guys are sitting in seventh after how good they've bowled. Bowl 750 and they drop spots. And Chaffin and Ruiz 68-47. So our matchups this game. Top left, Lavery and Holloman taking on Wilkins and Jones. Top right, Barnes and Robars taking on Rice and Crow. Bottom left, Thompson and Troop. Get it, Kyle. Taking on Chaffin and Ruiz. We got Corbin and Dino, Cruz and Rogers on your bottom right here for you for game 4. Again, if you're looking for standings, I do have them pinned at the top of the chat. Feel free to go click on those if you want to see how everybody's bowling. If you're just joining us, this is the final round, Baker match play. 8 games for you here. Top 8 teams here at the 2023 DV8 Nightmare Doubles. I'm Mike Flanagan here from Inside Bowling. Bringing you the coverage here from Bolero Bartlett. Rice and Crow, telling you. 4 in a row. Lavery and Holloman. When you got the lefty-righty setup, the right-hander always bowls on the left lane and the lefty bowls on the right lane. That way they can get deep if they need to and not have to contend with a ball return. Spencer. You can tell they're getting a little frustrated with this 0-3 start and 770 or whatever it is that they bowled. Low game of 247. Oh boy, that's really on line. That was way up the lane for Ryan, but it's all right, he'll take it. Nice shot for Dimitri. Nice shot from Jared. Will AJ and Cam bowl 300 this game? I have a feeling they're going to. They bowled 279, 249, 279 their first three. I'll go over the scores with you. Lavery and Holloman bowled 216, 269, 248. Wilkins and Jones had 279, 235, 235. Robars and Barnes 269, 257, 247. Rice and Crow, I already mentioned them. Thompson and Troop 192, 223, 269. Chaffin and Ruiz 183, 172, 216. Corbin and Dino 279, 278, 210. Cruz and Rogers 257, 280, 245. Much further right on that one for Ryan at the light mixing hit. Oh, solid 9 for Cam. That was gross. But if you're Spencer and Ryan, you're like, hey, that's great. We got a chance to win one. Spencer's cracking me up right now. What do you guys think? You think Ryan and Spencer are going to get a win here? They got a 1-pin advantage. If they all strike out, 269 to 268 would be the final. Great shot, Ryan. Lean on it. Ryan looks like he's actually having some fun today. Mr. Chaffin. They've got some strikes going down there. They're looking to pull off a little upset here. Cam strikes it up. Nice shot from Kyle. Eric Jones, nice shot from him. All right, so here's the deal. Upper right, this is the first match that's going to conclude here. A.J. Rice, if he and Cam strike out, it's 268, but that 6-pin, an odd 6-pin leave there for A.J., and Jared just ran him over for a 10-pin. Wow. Zach Wilkins, it's a 5-bagger for he and Eric. So now 248, the max for Rice and Crow. I think 9 spare strike for Ryan and Spencer. I think we would have a tie. If AJ delivers a strike here. Corbin strikes on your bottom right, and AJ does get 10. So 248. Strike here. Spencer and Ryan are going to get their first win. 9 spare strike would be a tie. There we go. Look at this. They are so excited. Look at this. They're going to hug it out right there on the approach. They get a win. They bowl 770 and can't win a game. And now they get one here. They are pumped up about it. Sean and Michael are going to lose this game. Best they can do is 216. Eric and Zach can bowl 270. Exactly 270 on the nose. I'll keep you updated on that, but I am going to move over to this view. Chaffin and Ruiz, also a fist pump. 255, going to get the win over Troop and Thompson. 227, the max they can bowl. Corbin and Dino can bowl 248. 224, the best Cruz and Rogers can do. If they strike out, they would make Corbin and Dino have to mark in the 10th frame with some marginal count also. We do have a birthday party here in the house, back behind where we live stream here. Way back beyond the Wicked Tuna game I have right behind me with the fishing poles and the Monopoly Man and everything else. It's cool though. All good. That strike there by Wilkins in your picture-in-picture down there is going to put them in the 250s. Again, Holloman and Lavery, the best they can do is 216. Man, Kyle, just every time he strikes out in a 10th frame. That's why he's so good. Chris Corbin with that strike there. They're going to get the bonus pins. They're in the 230s, can still get into the 240s. (2-0), the best Michael and Sean can do now. There we have it. Time to move into game number 5. I'll refresh our scores as soon as they are available. Updated standings. I'm going to refresh them one more time just in case there's a... All right, there we go. Your leaders still, Lavery and Holloman at 73-76. Just 4 pins behind Corbin and Dino at 73-72. Wow, that is tight. 73-32. Thompson and Troop still hanging in there despite not mauling them here. But 73-32 still within striking distance. See what I did there? Rice and Crow in 4th at 72-96, also inching their way up there. They have the highest 4-game set so far. They got 60 bonus pins to go along with it. 72-96 for those guys. 72-94, just 2 pins back, is Wilkins and Jones. Robarge and Barnes, 72-79. Hanging tough they are. And at 72-62 is Cruz and Rogers. And Chaffin and Ruiz at 71-32. Nobody went 4-0. 3-1 is the best record. And 3 teams did that. All right, our matchups here for game number 5. Top left, Cruz and Rogers taking on Chaffin and Ruiz. Top right, we have Dino and Corbin taking on Thompson and Troop. Bottom left, the Zach Attack, Zach Wilkins and Eric Jones taking on Cameron Crow and AJ Rice. And on your bottom right, just doesn't get any easier for Robarge and Barnes. They're bowling Lavery and Holloman after a 205 game from those guys. They normally don't bowl back-to-back low 2-0 games. Maybe so, Travis. Ryan didn't like it, but he'll take it. Again, Ryan and Spencer bowled all 3 qualifying rounds and would have advanced with all 3 scores. Cam, that's an interesting way to pick that 7-pin, buddy. They bowled all 5 games this morning, of course. They were at 29 coming in, and they've bowled 4 so far here. Puts them at 33. Although some would consider these games half games because it's Baker. There will be nothing after this round. It is 8 games, and that is it. We'll crown it champion. Oh, big 4 for Daniel. Good shot from Dimitri. First team to miss, bottom right. Lavery on the left lane. Oh, light shaker 7. Billy Rogers. Got the loft going on right now. Little light mixer. Nice shot from Michael. Pretty much what we've seen all weekend here. Dimitri wraps at 10. Wow, we're getting a lot of 9 counts here right now. See if Sean can buck that trend. Oh, Spencer rings a 7. Tie ball game. I don't know about you, but as a viewer here of watching this event unfold, and these guys here, as good as they've bowled, every time they don't carry, you almost feel for them. I don't know why that team in particular, I feel that way. I think it's just because I'm rooting for them just because they bowled every game of the whole. Normally, I was telling Kim this on the way to the car last night. Normally, not one bowler in the field can be more tired than me because you bowl a squad or two, and I'm here for every one of them. Well, yesterday, I couldn't be the first tired. I had to be the third tired because Ryan and Spencer, they bowled every squad. It's harder than doing this. Now they go 7-pin, 10-pin. They could go sheet and lose. By the way, I know we talk bowling here, but Tyreek Hill is having one of the greatest seasons in the history of football. He's probably going. This season's going to be the best season he's ever had, or any receiver's ever had in the history of football. And he called his own shot this year. He said he was going to catch 2,000 yards. He's on pace to beat that. He's an absolute beast. Anyway, back to bowling. Yeah, light 10 there for Billy. Now we've got splits happening for Eric. What's going on here right now? Definitely seeing transition in the lanes. Daniel Dino. Seen him go high a couple times over there on that lane. 25 is hooking. In qualifying, the players told me that 25 was hooking quite a bit. So top left, got a possible 237. For Cruz and Rogers. Chaffin and Ruiz. Still got a big score left out there. 266. Kyle Troop, Jared Thompson. Can bowl 247. 228, all that's left right now for Corbin and Dino. Bottom left, Zach just got the strike for he and Eric. They can bowl 235. 227 the max right now for Cam and AJ. On the bottom right, we got our highest scoring match right here, 268 the max for Spencer and Ryan, 258 for Lavery and Holloman. Ring 10 for Ryan. So 248 now, the max score for them. They could lose on the bench. Here comes Cam. They're trying to hang in there in this match. 30 bonus pins, so important. I know we had a question about scores. Quickly, there's your score update right now. Top three teams. Lavery, Holloman, Corbin, Dino, Thompson, Troop. Oh, man, Daniel Dino on this left lane. He is really not liked 25. That was a good shot. Besting Bowls 2-0. Maybe perhaps a gift has been given to Spencer and Ryan. Holloman takes 4 out of the middle. If he were to convert, which is a really tough spare, but he has picked it before, be 244. He gets count. 4-4 the score. 230 now, the max. Now, what Sean needs to do is, if you look at the max score for Spencer and Ryan, is 228. Excuse me, 248. .230 is what Sean can take his team to. And what I was trying to say here is if he does get to 230, 231 is the magic number for Spencer here on the right lane. So they have 208 right now. If they were to get 9, that would add 18 more. 9 out would be 226, correct? Yeah, 226. So it would force Spencer to mark if Sean strikes out. So that's why it's important for Sean to strike out. And Kyle getting into it now. All right, that's a big double from Sean. You never know. You never know. Massive shot from Cam. That puts him into the 2 teens. Best they can have bowled at them is 214. So Cam's going to need some count here on this next ball to secure the 30 bonus spins. All right, so 229 for Sean. Spencer needs a mark. Chaffin and Ruiz win 243. Top left, bottom right. Here we go. Spence needs a mark. That's the best way to get a mark. So that's 228 right there. They would need 1 or 2 pins on the next 2 balls. Going to be a win for Spencer and Ryan when things didn't look so good heading into the 9th frame. Michael's 4-4 was devastating to that team. Troop finishes with 247. 202 for Corbin and Dino. Robarge and Barnes, 269, 257, 247, 269, and possible 248 here. They will improve to they will improve to, how many wins they got? 2 and 3. They'll be 2 and 3. 247. Nicely bowled, guys. We are almost in game number 6. Tell you, this is some of the fastest bowling and action you're ever going to get on this channel. 4 matches at once, all on one screen. High scoring. Players are ready to bowl up on the approach very quickly. We have been streaming for how long? 1 hour and 40 minutes. We have 3 to go. Standings now after 5. Thompson and Troop in the lead by 4 pins over Lavery and Holloman. How about that? Kyle Troop, Jared Thompson, after a 192 start, have persevered, and they are back into the lead. Lavery and Holloman at 76.05. Corbin and Dino at 75.74 in third. Fourth is Robarge and Barnes. They finally move up. 75.56 for them. 75.53 for Rice and Crow. Wilkins and Jones at 75.07. At 74.79 in seventh is Cruz and Rogers. And Chaffin and Ruiz in eighth at 74.05. Still anybody's ball game. We might have to do some math here. All right, our Game 6 matchups. Top left, Rice and Crow taking on Thompson and Troop. Top right, Robarge and Barnes taking on Chaffin and Ruiz. Bottom left, Lavery and Holloman taking on Cruz and Rogers. Bottom right, Wilkins and Jones taking on Corbin and Dino. All right, so I'm going to give you the totals of the teams without bonus for today. The high team for these 5 Baker games is Robarge and Barnes at 1289. Rice and Crow second at 1282. Third today, and these are just today's blocks, 1222 Cruz and Rogers, 1211 for Wilkins and Jones, 1206 for Corbin and Dino, 1167 for Lavery and Holloman, Thompson and Troop at 1158, and Chaffin and Ruiz at 1069 for their 5 games so far today. .53 pins separate first and fourth. Oh, let's go further back. Let's go 56 pins separate first and fifth. That's extremely tight. This position round might be quite tasty later today. Somebody in the chat here, I think, says it best. Robarge and Barnes, 2 8 counts all day and 1 open, a 10 pin. Do want to take this moment that if you're enjoying the action here today and you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please, please, please do subscribe. We certainly would appreciate that. You can also click the notification bell. It lets you know every time we go live. And when we post instructional content and other videos on our channel, we post a lot of different content. I'm going to be posting a lot more here in the near future. 1 or 2 uploads a week, plus the live streams. It's absolutely free to subscribe. Please do so. And if you'd like to support what we do here, we do have a store on our website at InsideBowling.com. You can use discount code YouTube. It's on the bottom left of the screen on all of our streams to save 15% over at our store. We have bowling t-shirts and hoodies and a lot of other things like that. Pick up a gift for somebody. Pick up a t-shirt. We certainly would appreciate it. We don't ask for any sort of cash donations here, but we do have some bowling merch. We want you to wear bowling merch around your city, so people will be asking you questions about bowling, and maybe they'll be inspired to go out and bowl too. So certainly do appreciate that very much. We've got 3 games left here. This game 6, 7, then position round. And that'll be it. We'll crown our champions today, and Kyle Troop's starting to feel it. He knows they went to the lead, and he's just trying to keep Jared in it here. He's just trying to keep the eye on the prize. Dimitri covers the 2-8. Ryan with the strike. We are at Bolero Bartlett in Tennessee, just outside of Memphis. Shot Michael. All right, Kyle, man, when he starts getting deep in these tournaments, he gets deep into these events, and he can start to taste the victory. You know, he's right there on the cusp of it. And when he's got a doubles partner on a singles event or whatever it may be that he's bowling, you just see you just seen him like it's like a switch in Over the Top, Lincoln Hawk from the Independent Truckers Union. You see him. He just turns over the switch and he just turns into a showman, and he just starts posting the shots, and you start seeing him do a little swagger. He starts turning a little bit. His hips start moving. You start seeing him take his right hand and he puts out one finger and starts kind of moving it around a little bit. And he starts to become this character because he gets in the zone. He flips the switch. He flips the switch. Speaking of Over the Top, is AJ Rice not like Lincoln Hawk from the Independent Truckers Union with the hat on backwards, getting ready to arm wrestle everybody. What a shot. This is getting exciting here. 2 games to go after this one. We've got 5 teams that legitimately right now are within just 2 wins of bonus pins within the lead. And we've got Wilkins and Jones also lurking right behind there. It's anybody's tournament here. Spencer trying to knock down the 7. I got to go over to this shot here. I just want you guys to watch Troop here. See it? See it? Look out. You don't want to mess with that right now. You do not want to run into Kyle Troop right now. You just don't. You do not. He is a bad man. And the other thing that's wild with him, too, he knows they bowled 192 the first game and just went backwards in the standings. But since that game, 223, 269, 227, 247. And they might bowl their best game yet right here. And that's with an open frame to start things off this game. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's a break. That's a big break for Rice. Kyle and Jared. Best Cam and AJ can do is 247. Kyle gets the first one here, and they lock it up. Spencer and Ryan can get to 248. They're staring at 260 at them. Important to strike out, though. Anything can happen. Strike to lock up the win. Got it. Your leaders get 30 more bonus. Corbin and Dino going to get the win over Jones and Wilkins. Michael couldn't get that one to hit. Holloman and Lavery right now are in a spot where they could lose this game. They are in second right now, but they see off to their left. They see what Troop and Thompson are doing. Oh, a 7-10 there for Kyle. Well, I didn't see that one coming. We still got some life here. Thought that strike locked it up. Forgot we had an open in the first there. Kyle gets one. That's 246. Cam and AJ, they can strike out and win by a pin. Kyle gets one. If he picks it for some crazy reason, we'd have a tie. All right, well, we didn't see that coming. 246. 247 left on the board for Cam. Somebody in the chat just called out Cam, said, hey, that he is that dude also. Well, let's see if he is that dude right here. Oh, nice strike there for Ryan. So 248. There's the first one. Darren needs the first one here. That'll put him into the 250s. If he does not strike on this ball, Ryan and Spencer win. Monster shot. Puts him in the 250s. Oh, Cam wraps the 7. So Troop and Thompson get the W. Man, he threw that good. Cruz and Rogers can bowl 220 this game. 214. Is the max here for Holloman and Lavery. That's going to do it there. Going to need 5 pins on this ball. Chaffin and Ruiz, 263. Spencer and Ryan, 248. They lose with another 240 game here. Two more to go. Folks, we only need 29 more subscribers before we get to 79,000 even. I think we can get 29 more subscribers here between now and the end of the round. I ain't too proud to beg. That's for sure. I haven't been asking for that enough lately, but I am today. What do you say? Help me out? Help me help you. Need everybody to be Rod Tidwell. Let me be Jerry Maguire. And now you want Arizona dollars. That's right, baby. That's right. Jerry, it's quite simple. Show me the money. Show me the money. No. I want you to say it, Jerry. Show you the money. Not show you the money. Show me the money, Jerry. Show me the money. Congratulations, you are still my agent. Meanwhile, Bob Sugar got everybody else. It was a rough day for old Jerry Maguire. How about we move on to Game 7? And let's look at the standings. Thompson and Troop at 78-85. Corbin and Dino are at 78-60. 78-13, Lavery and Holloman. 78-04. Look, there's Robars and Barnes. They're right there. Rice and Crow are now at 77-90 in 5th. Cruz and Rogers 6th at 77-29. Chaffin and Ruiz at 76-98. And at 76-96, Wilkins and Jones at 189 hurt. Still pretty bunched up here. Our matchups, moving them around here. We have, for this Game 7, before we head into position round, a young man by the name of Spencer Robarge and a young man by the name of Ryan Barnes are taking on a couple crafty veterans here in Cruz and Rogers. Victor Excuse me, I got distracted. Where was I? Let's go over the matchups again. We got Barnes and Robars. We've got Dimitri Cruz and Billy Rogers. We've got Eric Jones, Zach Wilkins in the upper right, taking on Thompson and Troop. Bottom left, Rice and Crow, Corbin and Dino. Bottom right, Lavery Holloman against Chaffin and Ruiz. Thanks, Heather. Appreciate it. Wow, you guys just delivered in a big way. You just took us up over 79,000 subscribers. Just like that, you guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Can we get to 80,000 by the end of this broadcast? Probably not. Oh, that 8-pin is just nasty for Daniel Dino. Oh, no. Remember, here on YouTube, we do have a DVR, so if I ever call something out and you miss it, I'm not going to replay this 4-box here, so you can just always just tap the screen twice or go back 15 seconds. You can always watch anything back here on YouTube, but you might want to look at that 8-pin again. I know we got a new audience here. There's a lot of new people watching for the first time. We thank you. Thanks, Kathleen. Appreciate it. Well, what do we think? Who do we think is going to win the event? Let me know in the chat who you would be your pick. Who would you walk up to the pay window and put money on winning this one? Would you go with Thompson and Troop, who are leading at 78.85, or at 78.60 just behind Corbin and Dino, or at 78.13, Lavery and Holloman looking for the three-peat, Robarge and Barnes at 78.04. Maybe you might pick Rice and Crow at 77.90. Those are really the 5 teams. I feel like they're all within 100 pins of each other. The top 5 are all within 100 pins with 30 bonus up for grabs this game and in position round. We got Robarge and Barnes right now. They can max at 280 in their match. Spencer is really up the lane with that one. Really up the lane. Entry angle could be a problem. He's going to need some messengers with that because sometimes the 4 is not going to get into the 7 playing that direct, which is okay. Hey, Pharaoh's here. What's up, man? Yeah, Michael and Sean right now. If I'm just gonna watch one team, I'm probably watching them because they've won this the last 2 years, and they've got a little bit of a gap back now. And today they're the second lowest scoring team out of the 8 in this round. They've bowled 1375. Robarge and Barnes 1537, and they are now separated by just 9 pins. And they don't like that. They don't like that very much. Robarge and Barnes would be in the lead if they had 90 more bonus pins, and they wouldn't have lost with 269, 257, 247, and 248. They've lost with all 3 of those scores. They'd be leading. Dimitri with the strike. Darren Chaffin has been really good. Once he and Ruiz have been great. They bowled 183, 172, and they've really turned it around. 216, 255, 243, 263. That's what I'm used to seeing from those guys. Yeah, Cam and AJ trying to give themselves a shot here. Kyle still pumped up. Feeding off some of Jared's energy there. We got a massive score possible down here on the bottom right between these 2 teams. Yeah, I just don't like Spencer going that straight. He's going to leave some 7 pins going that straight. And like I said, he's going to need some messengers to take him out, and that one missed. I know these guys have been bowling phenomenal, and they've been making really good reads, and they've been getting kind of caught up with some unfortunate matches that they've lost despite bowling good scores. But Spencer's going to have to get that ball to go through the pins and drive towards the 10 pin. It's just deflecting too much right now from what I see from here. Very easy to see it from the booth, and not as easy as being the guy throwing it. And you know, maybe this is more of a safe way here, but they don't have like a big lead. They're actually trying to chase score. They're trying to get there. They're looking up at the top. So if I'm Spencer, I might give it a little more touch here on the left lane. Nice shot from Zach. Can't believe those guys are in last. Makes no sense. I feel like they've bowled phenomenal. They bowled 279, 235, 235, 249, but the 213 and the 189 plummeted them all the way to the bottom, to 8th. See that again? Darren threw that one a little bit out the window. Also just learned about the passing of Suzanne Summers. Sorry, folks, that was my software again crashing. I don't know why it's not talking to my MacBook. I'll be calling them this week to see what's up. I just sit here and just out of nowhere. Thought it was maybe because I was singing the Three Companies theme song, it shut me down, but. All right. Spencer can bowl 239. Let's see. There you go. He got the 7 out that time. And he's done on that lane, so he doesn't have to worry about it. Ryan's going to have to finish. 239, 216 the max. For Cruz and Rogers. Wilkins and Jones bowl 258. 249 for Thompson and Troop still out there. If Kyle and Jared could get the win here, it's going to give them a little more cushion going into the last game. Corbin and Dino can bowl 228. 244 left for Cam and AJ. Now Sean and Michael can bowl 258. 252 left for Chaffin and Ruiz. Oh, Jared just right through the face. That is bad news. That is bad, bad news. Cam with the strike. At some point, Cameron Crowe is going to feel comfortable and take his hoodie off and join us for the day. I got my hoodie on all day, so that's something Cam and I have in common. No reason to panic here if you're Kyle Troop. Just finish your business. 225, still available before position round. 216 the posted score for Cruz and Rogers. Spencer and Ryan here should get the win. Oh, wrap 10 for Ryan. Needs to spare it. and then get 9 for 217. Darren not making it easy at all on Lavery and Holloman. Doubling in the 10s gets him into the 250s, 252 the max. You can bowl 258 if you're Michael Holloman anchoring his team here, finishing on the right lane. Dino and Corbin trying to apply a little pressure here, bowl 228. Make Cam and AJ show up in the 10th frame. There's Kyle, just striking out. All business. Ryan needs 9. There's 10. 218 and the win for Barnes Robarge. Michael needs a double. Oh, 7-10. 7 10s on that one. That's going to be a loss there, and it's going to be tough to three-peat here without a win right here. Cam needs the first strike here. 228 posted up on the board right now. Cam needs the first one. He's got it. .252, 235, the final score there. Chaffin and Ruiz take down Lavery and Holloman. It's definitely going to shake up the scoreboard. Literally. All right, 244 to 228. Cam and AJ. Go down and check out our standings here. See what's been updated. Looks like they are updated. Get those for you now. All right, here you go, everybody. Here are our updated standings. Thompson and Troop are your leaders at 81-10. 80-88, Corbin and Dino. Now, keep in mind here, right? 30 bonus pins awarded. If Corbin and Dino beat Thompson and Troop, they will go around them. Notice I said they will go around them. Doesn't mean they're going to win the event, because it is so close here that you've got Rice and Crow now up to 80-64. They can win. They can win. Remember, there's 30 bonus pins in every match. So Rice and Crow, if they were to win, they're going to get 30 bonus pins. It's going to bring them closer, okay? We're going to have to do a lot of math here. Robarge and Barnes are at 80-52. They still can win. They still can win. Lavery and Holloman at 80-48. They also could earn 30 bonus pins. They could still win this thing. Chaffin and Ruiz, a little bit longer shot here at 79-80. Probably not enough wood in one game with just one bowler, Bolin Baker. One game score, I should say, Bowling Baker here, but it is as tight as it can possibly get right here, everybody. And it looks like they're just going to go. We got action right now. Jared Thompson, Kyle Troop starting things out. I'm going to have to pull out my little mathy book here. I'm going to have to get going on this. This might be the closest finals of a doubles tournament I've ever called on Inside Bowling. All right, I'm ready. So your matchups around the horn. Thompson and Troop, top left. Corbin and Dino, top left. Right now, 22 pins separates those two teams. Thompson and Troop with the lead. Top right, Robars and Barnes versus Rice and Crow. Rice and Crow are at 80-64. They are 56 pins behind the lead. Robars and Barnes at 80-52. They are 58 pins out of the lead. Bottom left, Lavery and Holloman, they're 80-48. They are 62 out of the lead. Chaffin and Ruiz is their opponent. And bottom right, Wilkins and Jones and Cruz and Rogers. Every single shot has a magnification to it and an increased impact in the bottom line dollars of this event and where they will place in the standings. Every strike worth so much at this point in the event. And I'll tell you what's really sneaky here would be Holloman and Lavery. Those guys, they've won the last 2 years. They can still get there. Spencer wraps a 7. Let's try to put together a little bit of a scenario here. Thompson and Troop, your leaders right now. That's their first strike in 3 frames here. Let's put together a scenario for Lavery and Holloman. Let's say they bowl 280 and get the win. That would be 110 more pins from 200. Let's just give them 310. That would put them at 83-58. That would mean Thompson and Troop would have to bowl 248 with their bonus pins included to tie that number. But with that 7 count there for Lavery Spar, that's going to distance them that much more here. There's only so much wood to have. This upper right match, if a team can bowl a big game and get the 30 bonus, it applies a lot of pressure to the top left match to both teams. Rice and Crow with every single strike they deliver as they come into it here in the middle of the game. We should see a lot of emotion. Oh, man. 7-pin for Cam there. Dino and Corbin have been silent but deadly. They really have been. They are in second right now, 80-88. They could very well just beat Troop and Thompson here and not even have to worry about anybody chasing them. The key here is they're going to have to find a way to get a double right now. Dino has been perfect. Corbin has not struck yet. 2 9 counts. This is typically when Kyle Troop just starts to throw it like he knows it. Troop will anchor the team here. He is going to get to finish the game. Lane choice for the leaders, and that's what they elected to do, have Kyle Ball on the right lane in the 10th frame. Cam Crow will anchor his team. Ryan Barnes will anchor his squad. Now Jared with the triple. Applying the pressure. Chris Corbin, this may be the most pressure he's felt in this entire event. They got a triple thrown at him now, and he has yet to strike on this lane. He's going to have to figure this lane out if they're going to have any chance. Meanwhile, Spencer over there is doing what he does. Another strike. And Corbin cannot still strike on the right lane. Still going at a Dutch 200 pace. I can officially say that Lavery and Holloman are not going to three-peat. The math does not add up. They will not three-peat. Great bowling of them in this event, though. So our eyes are really going to focus on the top 2 matches. Oh, Messenger misses. I'm going to go to this screen here. Uh-oh. Not Cam's best effort there. Now Dino crosses over for a 6-10. Right now, just looking at all of the scores and everything that's going on, Kyle Troop and Jared Thompson right now have the advantage. The A is next to their names currently right now, even though they are letter B up there. But I've got the advantage to them. I've got the advantage right now. Troop and Thompson. They had a 22-pin lead coming in, and they've got a decent lead in their match. Right now, Robarge and Barnes. It was a hell of a pickup by Cam, by the way. I needed to say that. It was a massive pickup by Cam. But right now, score-wise, 139, so 259 left for Cam and AJ. Spencer and Ryan can still bowl 270. Kyle's got 3 frames left for his team. You can see he's taking a little extra time on the approach on this one. He knows what kind of shot this is, how big it is. Watch him post it, stay down. And there it is. There's the strike for Troop. See, the chasing teams are going to have these guys slow down a little bit, even with the bonus, to try to get there because they are just too far behind. Rice and Crow are 56 behind Thompson and Troop, so they would have to beat them by 56 and get the bonus. Robars and Barnes, 68 behind. Or excuse me, 58 behind, so they would have to win by 58. Okay. 279 still available right now for Troop and Thompson. Oh, wow. Tickled the 5 and the 7 out. Clutch shot from Jared Thompson there. And we're just about running out of math, folks. Now, with that said, Robars and Barnes are trying to get to second. Right now, the way things are looking, they're going to get to second. Big difference in prize money. Cameron Crow, boy, that was the high hard one there. Just keep in mind, Crow and Rice were at 80-64, Robars and Barnes 80-52. So if Robars and Barnes were to win this one, they would go around those guys, and also they would go around Corbin and Dino. AJ and Cam are just doing all they can to just stay there and make Spencer and Ryan have to step up and go around them. 259 is still a great game. But Spencer and Ryan, both 270. But they're going to need to carry. They need to run into no carry issues here in the 9th and 10th frames. Needs a strike here. This is a huge shot for Spencer. A lot of money on the line. Can't get to the lead. Or most likely won't get to the lead, but second place, there's a lot of money at stake here. And Spencer does not make his best shot. Is he going to carry the 2-pin? He had a pin, hit it. All right, that changes everything. Changes everything. Now the max they can do is 249. Cam and AJ can bowl 259. I'll bring in the other matches for a quick score update. Chaffin and Ruiz bowling a big game here, can bowl 269, but they're quite a bit ways back here. Now Ryan through the face. Very similar shot to what Spencer just made on the right lane. But all eyes on Kyle Troop now. Kyle Troop stepping up in the 8th frame. They are your leaders currently. They are looking to bowl the biggest game out of everybody here that had a chance to win this event, and Kyle Troop delivers in the 8th frame. Jared Thompson has 1 shot left in this event. This is it. Let's make it count, Jared. Ryan Barnes having a little bit of problem there at the foul line. They can bowl 238. They bowled phenomenal today. Barnes and Robars 269, 257, 247, 269, 247, 248, 218, and then this last game is going to be in the 230s. Uh-oh. Jared just airmailed one. It's not going to matter. Hooking at it. Gets the 2. So 244 is what they can max at. And Cam and AJ were 46 behind them. So they would have to beat 244 by 46, which would be 290, which isn't going to happen. Right now, even if Kyle were to open, let's give him 223. You need 44 more pins. That would be 267. And the best Cam and AJ can do is 259, and now for sure it's over. I've done the math, everybody. We can officially call this one, and now Daniel Dino makes a great shot there. Stones the 8-pin. Your winners this year, Jared Thompson, Kyle Troop. The poster boy. We put him on the thumbnail. He wins the tournament. I'm going to have to start taking bribes on that. Chapman won the last event. We put him on the thumbnail. Great bowling to everybody, though. Great bowling to every single person in this top 8. They bowled awesome. Take a quick glance at all the scores. Chaffin and Ruiz finish strong. Start slow, but finish strong, 269. Couple of rough games to get started. Otherwise, they might have been right there as well. Kyle Troop taking a victory lap here. Oh, and they needed that for a tie. That's going to cost them. That's going to cost them in the standings. That's going to move them back a spot. Robarge and Barnes going to go around Crow and Rice. Kyle Troop, victory lap. That one going to get back? Not quite. No big deal. It's safe. And there's the high five. They did it. Little fist pump from Kyle. Winning never gets old, does it, Kyle? No matter at what level. Great bowling. No need to panic. They bowled 192 the first game in this round, and they lost the lead, but they battled back. They performed when they needed to. They dodged all the bullets. They are your champions here in 2023 DV8 Nightmare Doubles. $223 enough. Congratulations to these guys. I'm going to get your final standings up on the screen. They'll be keyed in just a moment. And I'll bring the two guys over, and I'm going to talk to them here in just a minute. We'll interview them. We'll talk to them. Don't go anywhere, anybody. Hats off to Corky's Chisholm, his entire team. They did a great job this weekend. Just a magnificent job. Here we go, final standings. Thompson and Troop take it home at 83.73. Robarge and Barnes move up to second at 83.20. What a great day they had today. Rice and Crow come home third at 8,300. Corbin and Dino, 82.81, come home fourth. They drop from second down to fourth with bowling just 193. Chaffin and Ruiz come home fifth. They got all the way up to fifth at 82.79. At 82.74 was Lavery and Holloman. Just couldn't win any games down the stretch. They lost their last four. What a great team they are, though, winning in 2021 and 2022. Also, Wilkins and Jones come home seventh at 82.46. Cruz and Rogers come home eighth at 81.58. I'll be right back with the champions here in just a moment. We'll get a word from them right here on Inside Bowling. either way.
Sit in the middle, Kyle. Here we go.
All right, and we're going to be looking up there for our framing here. We'll bring it into the booth. I'm going to turn these guys on because they turned us on all day today. Great bowling today, guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. I needed that.
You needed it.
Yeah, that was a big win for me.
Why is that one so big for you, Jared?
Well, everyone knows what went on a few weeks ago back at Springfield, so I felt like that was going to motivate me to bring back real heart that I got to make sure we can finish this tournament off.
Well, you did it, man. You did it. You airmailed the one in the ninth, though. I was a little worried, but you guys had it before that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was so and before that shot, I just went ahead and just chunked it. Like I let it all out.
Kyle, obviously you bowl on tour, and tour hasn't been going on a whole lot here recently, and I know you try to stay sharp out there, but coming out and bowling this one here, how'd you guys get together to bowl together, and what's this one feel like for you?
Man, so we've bowled a few events together. The first time I met Jared, we were bowling action, me, AJ Chapman, and Butters against him and two other guys, and we got destroyed. And I was like, yeah, this lefty can play on the house shots. And we started bowling some stuff together. We won this Sweetest Day Indio team event last year in Texas. And, he called me a couple weeks ago. He's like, hey, man, you want to bowl this? I'm like, dude, I was wanting to. I was a little late to the party. And, man, this feels good. Like, softer condition, not quite used to seeing this as much. But, I told Jared all week, I was like, I'm ready to bowl in the parking lot for whatever right now. I feel almost the closest as to 2021 in a while. Like going to Sweden, PBA League, confidence. Game feels solid. And, my ball looked great. Speed control was on point all week. I think I was doing something a little different than a lot of people. I noticed I was throwing a pretty weak ball, throwing it very slow.
Yep.
But, that's what worked. And, I call him Dell over here because he made some ball choice calls throughout the week.
Did he?
He wanted me to throw to phase 5 the whole time. I'm like, nah. And then I finally grabbed it and didn't put it down. That's the only ball that went down the lane all day today. But to win it with my boy Jared, man, this is great. I haven't won an inside bowling event in a while. We talked about it before.
Right, that's true.
This is Jared's first one, so to be a part of a first win for somebody, especially my boy Jared, this is great. I'm gonna remember this forever, man. This is, it feels like a title, man. This is a big event.
Yeah, big event.
Big event. Big cash. Made some money. Lots of money. We needed it too because we got smoked yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah.
A squad
was no good, and then we re-entered and no action. So, but this has been a great event. Great week. First time bowling here too. So, it's kind of tough bowling on a pattern that's a lot higher scoring, and you haven't bowled in the center before. You can kind of have a little disadvantage, I think. Just being that a lot of people have bowled here and made some big adjustments from A squad to C squad. He did the same thing. And, man, here we are. I want to say I can't believe we did it, but, we said we were going to do it all week. Like, we've been talking about it. And we woke up ready to be killers today.
Well, I'll tell you what, two things. One is I think it was about game 6. Kyle, I saw a little change in you a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I called over the top with Sylvester Stallone when he turns the switch around on his hat. It's like a switch, and he goes in a different zone. And when I saw you start to get the shakes with the hips a little bit, and you started doing your little things you do with your finger, and you started staying down until the ball hit the pins, and then doing your thing. I'm like, that's Kyle Troop. Nobody wants to bowl him right now. It was when you were bowling Cam Crow and AJ. And it was right there. I felt like you just turned it onto another gear, and you just kept your man in the right headspace there, and you guys just kept feeding off of each other. And I said, I would not want to bowl these guys right now. They are bad men right now.
Yeah, we caught a fortunate break beating those guys. That was the turning point there. Because we kind of struggled today in the Baker early, some bad breaks, bad shots, wrong ball choice for Jared a little bit. And but we caught the fortunate 7-pin from Cam, and I think that kind of gave us the momentum. I told him, I said, hey, we got 15 shots left.
Yep.
And then the next game we got 10 left. And then especially that last game, I had to pull out all the tricks. And, Jared bowled great, man. He stayed in the moment because I know how hyped he gets. He's 10
Oh.
times my level.
Yeah,
And so
he's a
that
burst
was
of
one of my
energy.
big focuses, was to keep him honed in on the first frame, the third frame, the fifth frame. And, man, it was just a great process, great teamwork, communication, and hell of a good time.
Yeah, Jared, I got to ask you, anybody you want to thank before I get you out of here?
Man, nah, not really. Just my friends, my family, and all my support system. Because I know I got plenty of support people out there. They love to see me go crazy. Because I know I got
You're a
plenty
crazy
of.
goon.
Dude, I get plenty of lane courtesy because everybody knows they don't know what I'm about to do. Because I don't either. It's just coming. I'm a burst of energy, bro.
That's
Well-
why I enjoy bowling with him, too.
Oh, yeah. And it was a pleasure covering you, man. And Kyle, I know you got a lot of people to thank, a lot of people to support you.
Of course. I mean, Storm Products, shout out to, shout out to Jared for calling the Phase 5, but also, rest in peace, Bill Crispin.
Absolutely.
I teared up a tad there at the end. I was able to throw 300 for him yesterday. They were doing the hashtag for Bill thing.
Oh, that was all.
I was like, hey, man, I need you to record this one for Bill. And it was pretty good. But Storm Products, Cool Wick, Vice, Bowler X, Ray's Eyewear, Team Fish, Lane Talk as well. I believe I got everybody. And, of course, Brianna. Hi, Brianna. Love you. Bringing home the cheddar.
There you go. And it isn't that far now. You just moved to Louisville, right?
Yeah, it's 5 hours instead of 10. Yeah, they've been watching the stream all weekend. Just got it up on the big TV. This feels great, man. To miss we had a paint and sip at the house over the weekend.
Oh.
But it was all the girls. She was hosting all the girls. So
Okay.
I wasn't too upset, but this makes it worth every penny missing.
You've done a little painting before in some ball videos, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I paint some happy strikes.
Happy strikes.
Yeah, we had a lot of those today,
I
babe.
think I remember that. One last thing before I let you get out of here. I like to call myself the best. I want to show the thumbnail for this one. I had Chapman on the last one, and he won. Look at that right there.
And my tongue is in my mouth.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
that. It's starting to peek out.
People don't think I know what I'm talking about here.
That's
but
when you're focused.
you put that out there, man, and you made me look good again.
You made us look good, Mike. Great work all weekend with the stream, man.
Thanks, Jared.
I've seen a ton of viewers.
All right, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go get your money, take care of everything you need to do, and get on the road. But congratulations to you guys. You guys were definitely deserving champions here in Tennessee.
Thank you, sir. Shout out to Bolero, too. Great center.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it all
Yeah, they did a
weekend.
great job.
Great staff here. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, guys.
Love you guys.
That's our champions, Jared and Kyle. Take it home. Congratulations again to those guys. And thank you all for watching here on Inside Bowling. Our coverage for 2023 is in the books. We are done. It's time to get out of here. Got a lot of stuff to pack up. Our next broadcast will be coming up in December, the holiday doubles, the Hammer Holiday Doubles from St. Clair Bowl in Fairview Heights, Illinois. I want to thank the entire staff here at Bolero Bartlett for their hospitality, Whitney and everybody here. Appreciate it very much. Also want to thank our sponsors one more time, DV8, of course. If you're looking for a new bowling ball, check out dv8bowling.com. Brooks Agency, Bowl 101 Pro Shops, the Just Be team, and, of course, Corky's Chisholm and all that he does for bowling with his tournaments. That's going to do it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Appreciate everybody subscribing to our channel, hitting the like button, sharing the stream. It means a lot to us. And we look forward to calling the next tournament coming up in December. Until then, we want everybody to be safe out there in this wonderful world that we live in. We want you to take care of yourselves. We want you to enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And until next time, my name is Mike Flanagan. Have a great day.